Good day, girls and boys. My name is Tepiso. I'm from Sci Enza Science Center, University of Pretoria. Today, we will be talking about rotations and revolution. What an interesting topic. What is a rotation? You always hear people say something rotates around something. You also hear people say something revolves around something. Let's start with rotation. Rotation is a circular motion around a central axis. So an object would rotate around a specific central axis. For example, who can hula hoop here? I think I can. I have a hula hoops with me. And then I'm gonna make it rotate around my body, and then we will discuss it later. All right, on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. Now, that is rotation. Remember I said rotation is when an object rotates in a circular motion around its axis or a different axis. So in that case, what do you think was rotating around what? A hula hoop was rotating around my waist, which means a hula hoop is the rotating object, and my waist was the axis. Awesome. Now, let us get another different example. Do you think there's rotation happening on a clock? Yes, no, maybe? Guess what? There is rotation happening on the clock. So what is rotating on the clock? Is it the numbers? Is it this shape? Is it the sound? What is rotating? Well, a watch has 3 hands. There's a hand for seconds, there's a hand for minutes, there's a hand for an hour. These 3 hands rotate around an axis. Now, can you tell me where the axis is on a clock? Is it here? No. Is it here? No. It is in the center. So all the 3 hands rotate around the center. So this would be the axis of the watch. Now, there are 2 directions to which an object can rotate. So there's a clockwise direction, there's also an anti-clockwise direction. So a clock would have a clockwise direction. So if I try to hula hoop again, I will show you an anti-clockwise direction. I'm gonna put on my hula hoop again. The clockwise movement would go like this. See? Now we learned about the clockwise and the anti-clockwise direction. We have another exciting example where we can demonstrate rotation. So we have a globe over here. So if I spin the globe like this, can you see there's rotation happening? So what is rotating? The globe is rotating. So where is the rotational axis? Can anybody point out the rotational axis? Is it here? If you think it is here, you must reconsider your answer. So the rotational axis is here, and that allows for this movement. Nice one. So now let us introduce another term, revolution. So what is the difference between rotation and revolution? So remember the definition, I'm emphasizing it once again. It is when an object moves in a circular motion around an axis. So we know our planets And we know that our planets revolve around the sun. And I have a beautiful planet with me here. Can anyone tell me what planet this is? Is it Mars? Is it Venus? No. It looks more like Earth planet. What planet number is the Earth? Is it planet number 1, number 2, number 3? If you think it is planet number 3, then you are correct. Now I have a little bit of a disclaimer here. Please note that the Earth planet does not stand on anything, so this is purely for demonstration. With me here, I also have the sun. The sun is a big star made of helium and hydrogen. Please note that the sun does not stand on anything. I'm only having a stick here for demonstration. All right, so we all know that the Earth rotates around the sun, and it takes 365.25 days for the Earth to complete one cycle. So if it starts here, it will rotate like this. It will rotate like this for 365 days up until it completes its one cycle. So if it takes 365.25 days for the Earth to rotate around the sun, how many months do you think it takes for the Earth to rotate around the sun? 12 months, right? I agree. When the Earth rotates around the sun, it rotates around the sun, meanwhile it rotates around its own axis. So it will do it like this for the whole 365.25 days up until it completes one cycle. Okay, let us talk about revolution. Revolution is a repetition of rotation. Remember, when it does this, it rotates, right? Up until it completes one cycle. That is rotation. So now if we have a repetition of a rotation like this, then we would have a revolution. Okay. Now, how does the Earth rotate around the sun? It would rotate around the sun like this because the sun pulls it towards itself. That is very much interesting, isn't it? Now I have an interesting question to ask you. How far do you think the Earth is from the sun? Is it 100 kilometers away? Is it 10 kilometers away? The actual answer is 147.26 million kilometers away from the sun. Very far away from the sun. Now, if you would like to study the sun or any other planet for that matter, how would you go about it? Well, technology has made it easier for us to study the space. And they use tools such as a telescope. Now, a telescope will help you to zoom things that are further away from us. They bring them closer to your eye for you to be able to study them. Now, if you want to make a telescope at home, you can use toilet paper rolls. You can use a cardboard or a paper to make a hole, a small hole. And then you will also need some convex lenses. Right, girls and boys, I think I had so much fun explaining this. Now let's do a quick recap. What is rotation? Rotation is a circular motion of an object around an axis. Now, how far is the Earth planet from the sun? It is 147.26 million kilometers away from the sun. Now, what is the difference between revolution and rotate? Rotate, remember, it is the circular motion of an object around the axis. Revolution is a repetition of that movement. Girls and boys, remember that I'm Tepiso from Sci Enza Science Center. Thank you very much for watching the video.